episode 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, hopefully you enjoy your Thanksgiving. And this episode dropped right before Thanksgiving, but I'm just now getting to it. But excited to see what's going on in this episode 5 after the craziness in 4, where it was the "you gonna hit me" kind of episode. So let's hop right on in. I'm Auntea Kerel from Minority Report podcast. New episodes every single Monday. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell button. That way you get alerted anytime we put new content up. New episodes every Monday, by the way, of the podcast, wherever you download and stream podcasts and listen to podcasts, and also right here on YouTube. So without further ado, let's hop on into episode 5 of Set It Off Atlanta. Called Fuck You. Ooh. The episode's called Fuck You. Fuck You. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Who knows that? Jamie Foxx, stand up. Anyway. These titles, damn. Y'all just mad. Tony and I had a conversation, getting to know each other. We cleared the air. That's good. Because if people be acting a fool in your crib, especially at the age we at now, it's like, ain't nobody got time for that. And nor do I feel like establishing a relationship with you now. So I'm glad he went to Tony separately and said, you know what, my bad, got heated. And that's not the norm, hopefully. At this point, light-skinned dude and I've seen her before, and he said light-skinned dude and I. This is interesting because Terrence and Black kind of had some beef and riffing last season, and it seems that they're starting to rebuild again. So that's interesting that Terrence is talking to Black about this, especially when Black had his own issues with Ronnie as well. So Ronnie really out here on his own with Chauncey, the new kid. You forget how old I am? Bitch, I've been there, done that. Bitch, you're just starting. That's interesting that Black and Ronnie having almost like cordial conversations and being able to talk like that. That's progression as well. Growth. He said he says an instruction manual, not a book. No bestseller, mama. Wow. We gotta all start somewhere. Oh Lord. Rodney hit on Terrence, and Terrence spilling the tea to Black. This is about to be messy. Lord Jesus. Ooh, Terrence, though, here's the thing. Y'all were in good terms, and now you was holding on that for a rainy day. Ooh, I don't like that. That seems a little premeditated to me. Oh, Lord. That part. This bitch pulls this shit out in front of me. Yes. He done pulled his dick out. Hey, that's a lot. That's crazy. But B, was it nice? What y'all do? Spill that tea. Y'all out here starting arguments with people you want to have sex with. Damn. That might be true. Is it kind of like in school, like, in grade school when you used to hit the boy or girl that you liked, but you didn't have the tool set to express that you actually like that person? Is that what it is? You just pull your dick out? I'm sorry. Ooh, Jesus. This is getting messy. Lord help us. Wow. Why is this camera black and white and the other one in color? Ooh, camera issues. See, I like Enrique because that's how you tell a story. You don't tell the names. You just say, this happened, this occurred, and go say who, what, when, or where, because then that's when you start to inject yourself into the situation that you don't need to be in. Not the light bright. Y'all need to stop. Their time has expired. I would be like, go ask him. I ain't about to tell you. I ain't about to put myself in no more drama. Go ask Rodney what you said, what he has said. He said fake. Damn, Rick have receipts in his mind. That's how you having a productive, kind of a productive conversation. Hopefully, this don't come up later in the season. Wow, that's a lot to dissect. Man, Rodney, what happened this season? Or at least the perception thus far. The communication skills are just lagging. And it's affecting the whole squad. And he's not seeing how his lack of communication or the communication that they need. You know, kind of almost like love languages. We need to be communicated and loved the way that we are able to receive it. Doesn't mean that you can't do other love languages and things like that, but on a consistent basis, you gotta at least sometimes be like, oh, I better talk to them because that's how they receive it. That's how they need to receive it. So let me check in. Oh, ooh, okay. Ooh, that's a lot. Cozy, cozy, comfortable in my skin. Okay, now Delon. Ooh, dang, you gotta share that 3 or 4 times a week. That sound like that sound like a dictatorship. But I do say this. Yes, you should actually share content though. Absolutely. That's how we all help each other out, you know? Like Minority Report. If you want to share this clip, go right ahead. But ooh, each piece 3 to 4 times a week, that's a lot, I feel like. If it's different content, okay, for sure. Ooh, me too. I hate when people are late. I really genuinely do. And I get it here in time to time, you know, traffic, especially in Atlanta, is crazy. But communicate that. I'm running behind, you know. Don't let it be a habitual nature because you being late shows you really genuinely don't care. Or you don't care more than what you were prior doing. Then stay over there then. Don't waste my time. I got shit to do. Well, okay. Well, a lot of the first part of this episode so far is just really the fall of Rodney on this show. So yeah, kind of slow, but we'll see what the next part brings. Ooh, it's me again. And again, thank you Pop Up Productions for putting these reviews in your commercials. That's awesome. In the meantime, while you're on commercial break, head over to minorityReport.com, buy some merch, follow us on the socials and all that good stuff, and follow us again right here on YouTube. Push the subscribe button, you know, hit the bell button for any new content that pops up, and you're instantly notified. Okay, hold on. Y'all know I'm a stickler on that shit. Why didn't you just cut out that hair of a situation of saying we're recording, guys? You didn't need to keep that in. I don't know why. I'm sorry to be a stickler on it, but it is what it is. Just cut it. You need to cut it. I think that's a cool concept for a podcast. Helping those that are really starting off in their entrepreneurship journey. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Chauncey, he didn't want no hug, but I see why you would want to hug him though. Suck my drunk I'm dick. I like that. I like that shirt. Chauncey and Rodney don't know how to handle their crushes. Damn. They don't know how to do it. Ooh, Enrique, I just saw your suit, the Mickey Mouse. That's fire. That's fire. There's some weird energy between Chauncey and Liam. I don't know if it's on both their ends or what. It's like that little high school crush energy. Everybody in this show sensitive. The love goddess. I know that's right. Ooh, this cast need a lot of regulation of their energy. self care routine is key. That is true, and it's something that's easy to kind of lose sight of. So I like that she's sharing what she does, and what she does might not work for the next person, but I think the key message here is finding what does work for you to keep, like she said, your vibrations up. She's pretty. I love her smile. This cast is so good at this disregarding each other's feelings and moments. It's wild. Hey, that's a word. It is okay to say you're not okay, and then to do something about it. A lot of us are not okay, but we just doing what we need to do to try to get better. So that's a word. That's a word. It's like sometimes it's like I'm okay. I've been okay for a minute, but maybe the last time I wasn't okay, there wasn't anyone there to help me, and I had to kind of help myself. But sometimes it's just easier when you got a community, a chosen family members to really kind of speed that process up. So that is a dope question to ask. Good job, Antonio. That was dope. That was dope. And okay, old school flavor, Enrique's place. That was dope. I like this episode is starting to introduce the additional cast members and what they're all about and what they do for a living. Even though the episode's a little slower, you need to have a couple slower episodes or slower moments to really introduce correctly the new members and see their flow and introduction to the crew. So I liked it. I like that little segment there. Come on, Shantika, that love goddess. Yes, ma'am. Okay, London in that Ivy Park. Come on now. Ooh, Black got his fur on. Okay, now, boo. I see why he's sensitive about it and things like that, but I don't know if that's really the right way to go about the situation. Just communicate with Black. Like, hey, I know you're performing tonight. We got this other song we have together. Let's do it. It'd be a cool opportunity to do it and revitalize it, brush it off, dust it off, and really push it hard this go round. That's all you had to do. You ain't had to surprise him. And I think the only reason why you tried to surprise him because you thought he might have said no, which is his prerogative. He could say no. He's a human being too. So the push your hurt in a public setting like that is a little not the correct way to go. So we'll see how this go. Antonio singing it to Black. We can't hear Black over top of this. I think he said he took this time to be petty because I haven't shown up to his other stuff. So he's obviously feeling the kind of way he feels bamboozled and unprepared to do something like this. Especially if you're an entertainer, you don't like to be like not prepared. So I get that side of it. But we couldn't hear him, so I'm assuming that's what he kind of said. I heard pieces of it. See, I told you he was singing to the Black. We don't need the whole crew in this conversation. This need to be between Black and Antonio, honestly. Like, it's long overdue. Long overdue. It don't matter if you're on the beat or not. If you put out the song together and you have a distro kid, that's just you being a little petty right now in front of everybody. A little stunting Black. I know London turned up. This ain't your conversation, London. I feel Antonio just liked to be in his feelings. Damn, like you had the opportunity to squash everything. Black is telling you we are good. Let's grow from this. Let's move on. And you're like, nah, I still won't be in my feelings though. And if I feel like being in my feelings, I'm gonna be in my feelings and be petty all day. Okay, then don't be mad when he don't want to fool with you no more and not perform this damn song with you no more. You gotta pick and choose your battles. And then don't do this conversation in front of everybody. Everybody else got all chirping. They ain't even on the track. They the new cast. They don't even know all the history. Yet they chirping. Antonio, it's been 2 years. They ain't gonna push this song no more. That shit done sailed. Right, you a new hot track. It is what it is. At least at least he owned up to his pettiness. Not a lot of people own up to their messiness. Good job on that though. He said, "Yeah, I meant to be messy." Why is London talking? Thank you, Black, because London doing too much chirping. I hear what he's saying on that piece, but that's not what this argument is about. So his justification for this is not warranted for the Antonio situation. Like he's saying he wants accountability of your friendship, honestly, more than anything. It's not even probably really about the music. Foundationally, he wants you to be accountable and say, hey, I fucked up as being a friend. Like I should have been there, or I should have communicated why I couldn't have been there. But we got everybody else chirping and messing up the messaging right now that this can't get to either one of them clearly. And so I'm sure this shit is gonna come right back up. Antonio, why are you talking to London and not Black? This Antonio Black situation is just so ridiculous because again, similar to the Ronnie stuff, similar to the Terrence stuff, everybody just don't know how to just talk to each other in a manner and acknowledge that each person is hurt. And like I said earlier, this cast is very good at disregarding each other. So it sounds like that's what's about to happen now. Antonio's disregarding the health of Black. Black is disregarding the feelings of Antonio. And then we got London over here chirping, look like he a little drunk. Everybody else kicking and chirping in the background, escalating this shit. Nothing gonna get solved that night. And I guess that's the first and last time they performing that song. So episode 5 is in the books. Everybody just fighting at this point. It feel like right? Is anyone getting along at this point besides Shantika, Antonio, and London? So we'll see what happens in episode 6. Obviously, it's going to be a continuation of this Antonio Black situation. But, oh Lord, this should be getting tiring watching folks not deal with their stuff. And obviously, it's easy for me on the outside saying that there's probably stuff in my life that I ain't dealing with too. I get it. But for the sake of this show, everybody need to deal with their stuff. Ooh, Jesus. So, again, I'm Auntea Kerel. I'm going to be reviewing every single episode of this season. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on the socials if you haven't already. And leave a couple comments. I still have some comments and some conversations in the comments about what's going on and what you're thinking. Am I out of line thinking and concluding what I'm concluding? Are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Let's talk. So until next week, until episode 6, take care. Wash your hands, wash your legs, wash your ass. See you then.